Jewel settles into 31st. Here's Travis Booth, fresh off the win at East Bend Raceway Park last weekend during the National Open. And Dave Rainey, two-stock automatic, has got a silver 70 over the right lane. So Travis Booth for Team Limbaugh, Larry Haas Racing Tire. He gets Mustang LS, two-stock automatic. Stock automatic, typically right lane. Corey Griffith, side stock Super top, need all of you on the Summit side, west side.
141 miles an hour. So I would think, Warren, you consider yourself a bit of a historian, well-read, college professor, and wealth of people of information. A cornucopia of knowledge. A fountain. Todd France of Louisville, Kentucky, the Cavalier, Summit Lane. Guy, 57, 137 miles an hour for France, Seattle Island. Lapeer, Michigan. Yeah, Crocodile Hunter, Crocodile Wrestler, Crocodile Dundee Son. in Fort Wayne So, guards are doing great work at the folks in Indiana, the guards No, they're not. 838, 164 miles an hour. And Dawson went 21, 129 miles an hour. I will say this, I don't like Leisure because of Wayne's World. And Wayne's World never happened. But they made Belleville, Michigan.
dodge some heads-up runs, although looking at the sheet, potential exists in the next round for at least 2 heads-ups. But we'll see if we get there, because they both have to win to make that happen. Yep, love that wagon. Tim Bettinghouse out of Pearson, Michigan, a 71 Chevelle wagon. And the 014 for the wagon gets it done on the double breakout. He goes 12.27.0 on the 12.28, breaking out by 10 thousandths of a second. Caleb McFarland breaks out by 18 thousandths of a second. McFarland was 007 on the tree, Bettinghouse 14, but Bettinghouse on the double breakout goes on to round number 3. Michael Rook for the Wendy's restaurants here in Ohio. Tip City, Ohio, 1970 Duster, E-automatic, 340 powered machine. Looking at 1108. Advances, 1061 on the 1063. Broke out, doesn't matter. Actually, back on this end, it was a race to the red light, and Michael Rook got there first. They both left before they would have seen the green light, but Michael Rook did it first. In NHRA racing, first is worst. Bobby Gerke, Julie Bierman coming up next. Gerke, 69 Camaro, A-automatic. Julie Bierman, Xenia, Ohio, D-automatic, 68 Firebird. The first generation of the F-body machines. The national event in Chicago. And a winner here in round number 2. Julie Bierman, 1074, 121 miles an hour. Right side of the track, your winner. Bobby Gerke goes 1021 on the 1018, was a little bit closer to the dial-in, but on the reaction timer, left the starting line a little bit later. Dollar Billio over there on the left side of the track, Summit Lane, that is Robert Bill. Dollar Bill. He was 010 on the tree, 1138 at the top end, breaking out by 4. Robert Bill, 1220 on the 1219. Green light start, wind light at the top for Robert Bill. They're getting paired up back there. Super Comp waits in the wings over there on the other side of the track. The slow ball taking on the number 1 qualifier. How about this deal? Andrew Fiddler, 1608. He is on and running. Went a full second plus under his index, top end of the track. Klingler, 1058 with a 4. At 129, he had his prediction correct. Dead on the number with a 4. Andrew Fiddler goes 7 over the number, 16:15 at 84 miles an hour. Actually a tight race down at the finish line, 1/100th of a second margin of victory down there. Fiddler gets to round 2 in the slow ball. That's pretty remarkable. Mike Butter waits in the water box right now. Left side. Right side, Charlevoix, Michigan, 68 Nova H automatic. Almost heads up on the starting line, 1124 on the left, 1125 on the right. Probably not going to see the differential on the tree, but with the computer system, it makes all the difference in the world. Nova, and the win light goes to the red Nova on the double breakout. Bobby Lundholm, 2 under 11.23 of 116. Mike Butter goes 6 under 11.18 of 116. Butter was in trouble from the start. Lundholm puts together the better run for the win. How about the Copo coming up next? Times 2. Ronnie Troutman the left side, the factory stock D 2015 Copo, dial to 1010. And Kyle Powell, factory stock C Copo, right side, dial to 973. The finish line, a winner, 972 of 139, Kyle Powell. Third round action for Kyle. Ronnie Troutman, red light start, 10-11 at 131. Firebird coming up next. That's Robert Holmes. 77 Formula, L automatic, 350 Pontiac machine. Out of Huber Heights, Ohio, trying to go 12:04. Gets to lead first. Ryan Rudrick will be on the chase. This run right here will be settled at the finish line. Great race there, a double breakout. Ryan Rudrick was 001 on the tree and breaks out by 0.03 of a second for the win. 11:30 with a 7 on the 11:31. That's a 3-thou breakout. Got there second. Robert Holmes took 200 at the stripe. Excuse me, 0.02 at the stripe. Got to do the math here. And breaks out by 4. 12:02 with a 9 on the 12:04. Holmes was 007. Decent lap. Just ran into the wrong guy at the right time. Jim Kakel, Steven Tucholsky coming up next. Kakel, left side. That is that red Oldsmobile. 442, 455 cubic inch power plant. The last pair was 001, 007. This is not that. In fact, not even close to that. Jim Kakel with a stellar 125 light takes the win. 1095 on the 1094 of 120. Steve Tucholsky goes 3 off 1103 at 112. He just wiped him out on the tree. He went 103. Wow. Kakel for the win. Ken Witcher. A G automatic 69 Camaro 350. The blue car, 1112. Brina Spling Air. The Copo. Flips on the red light, wind light for Miss Brina. The Chi-Town Shaker goes 944 at 127 to take the win. Again, another race to the red light. Witcher got there first. 004 red, 1135 at 97. John Dinkel, Matt Antrobius. That's your next pairing. The A automatic, stage 3 Belvedere out of Pinckney, Michigan. Hemi Power under the hood, the 426. And Matthew Antrobius. Himself a hole back here, and you see the result down there. 1124 on the 1126. The double breakout win goes to Matt Antrobius. He was carrying 0.08 of a second on the reaction timer. Dinkel was trying to make up the difference. 1074, a 700 breakout, and still wasn't going to get there. Coming up next, the Bossa Nova. Ed McCormick out of Englewood, Ohio. 69 Nova G-Stock automatic combination. Taking on Jake Howard. Jake and Monty out of Potomac, Illinois. E automatic over there on the left-hand side. 1080 is the number. The red car will be the chaser. The candy stripe Nova gets to leave first. Super Cop coming up next. Perfect on the reaction timer, and will take the win. 1081.5 plus 001. That is 16,000 total. Ed McCormick 030 and out of here. 1120 at 116. The breakout didn't matter because the math wasn't going to work. It's Brenda Grubbs coming up now, and Rusty Hall. Grubbs, double A stock automatic for National Parts Depot. Bill and Brenda out of Magnolia, Texas. 1070 for the 69 Camaro. Oh, it is a heads up. I thought we said no heads up. I guess we're wrong about that. So throw out those dial-ins. First one to the finish. Here on the starting line. Top end. It is going to be Brenda Grubbs. 980 at 133, getting the job done. Overcame a disadvantage in qualifying. 994 at 132. They both sped them up a little bit. Brenda had to overcome a 042 to 009 deficit. Then a tenth and a half better at the finish line. Brenda Grubbs wins the double breakout. Or excuse me, the heads up. Sorry about that, the heads up. Steve Zorni and Brent Derrick. And I know we didn't mention it, but when you get in a heads-up situation, that means two cars in the same class, the same category. You throw out the predictions, they just race them. First one to the finish line is the winner. Zorni left side, that's the little pickup truck. K Automatic out of Leonard, Michigan. Brent Derrick, the B-stick Camaro, C28 right side. Zorni gets the win. 1186 at 105 for Zorni's pickup truck. Brent Derrick 1142 on the 1044. He gave up the chase down there about mid-track. Mike Fenton, A stock automatic. 70 Challenger 440. He puts a 1017 on the scoreboard. Joe Martins, the A stock manually shifted clutch car, right side 1002. Up on the scoreboard right side in the Ohio Cat Lane. It's like our Super Comp racers over there. Getting set to put the helmets on. Make their way around the corner, but we got Super Stock getting lined up back here. Joe Martins, finish line. Fenton had turned it red back here. Martins gets the gift win right there. 10:03 at 134. That number looked good. The reaction time, that tree was really green when he went by him. Mike Fenton, 013 red line, 10:19. Tom Gillum and Jeff Kovalik. They'll line up now. D stock 70 Camaro. That is the black machine with the rally stripes, the second generation Camaro. And Jeff Kovalik. Right side, the 70 Challenger Dodge 440 powered A automatic. 1061 and 1022 are the dial-ins. Black car gets to go first. You see the numbers up there on the scoreboards. That's what they predict there. On the win line down there, 10:58 at 120. It was just a free look. Once the red light came on, it didn't matter what Gillum did. to pick up the win. Kovalik, 006 red, 1038 at 114. Joey Ship, the Nova G Automatic, taking on Joe Marcinowski. Another of the clutch cars, the I-Stick machine, right side, 79 Camaro. 1164, the head start over here on the right side for Marcinowski. Joey Ship's G Automatic. We'll try to go 1123 on the chase. A pair of 350s under the hoods. Advantage. Copper colored car. Win light, white car. Joey Ship, dead on 2 for the win. Goes 11.23.2 on the 11.23. He had given up 500s on the starting line. Hey, another heads up. Wasn't supposed to happen. Now we got 2. Bruce Gibson, David Pazik coming up. Again, throw out the dial-ins. Just get there. Turn it green and get there. At the top end, it is Pazik. 1060 at 122 to take the win. He was better by 500ths of a second. 1065 at 123. They take him out of bracket mode, put him in heads up mode, and Pazik gets the job done. 11 in Ohio. Number 2 qualifier. He was 1.03 under the index. And then we will turn the page. So the automatic doing its work, engine doing its work, and Robert doing now. And first up, I don't think this was the plan. As father and son match up here with clutch cars. Brad Zaskowski, left side. That's the son out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. The home builder. 9:45 on the scoreboard. He'll drop the clutch second. Bill Zaskowski, the GTK. 3-pedal car out of Belding, Michigan.
Get him, Bill!
Bill Zaskowski. Dad is out of here. Son goes on. 9:47 at 130 miles an hour. He was on the green side of it. Bill Zaskowski turned it red by 0:14. So Mr. Brad Zaskowski will take his Camaro into the next round. John Cera comes up next. Summit Racing side of the track, 1071, the dial-in for the Superstock L Automatic Monte Carlo 305 machine. For Panzino's K Automatic Camaro. Cera with the wins, 1072 of 119. Again, green light on the left, red light on the right. Panzino 022 red, then goes 1004 at 132. Super Gas getting lined up over there. They'll be up next. If you're not there, Super Gas, you're late. We need you. Lance Pinto and Andy Cronenbitter. Kind of opposite ends of the spectrum here. The 64 Chevelle over there on the left-hand side, GTF Automatic. Trying to go 1001 and Andy Cronenbitter. Cronenbitter has the advantage in the win on the double breakout. 9:47.3 goes under by 7 thousandths of a second. Lance Pinto goes under by 400ths of a second. 9:97 at 131. Pinto was behind up front by 800ths of a second, almost a full tenth of a second. later leaving the starting line, and in drag racing terms, 0.08 of a second is an eternity. Steve Camella, the Hemi car, left side, trying to make sure the number on the scoreboard is correct. 865 up there. Camella out of Webster, New York. The Hemi Dart taking on Joe Buchanan. This one will sound a little bit weird. 265 mile an hour. Try that again. 265 cubic inch Ford. The Bean Experimental and at the top end, it is the Hemi. Steve Camella, 867 at 150 to take the win. 2 over. Good lap there. Joe Buchanan goes 10.93 on the 10.13 at 129. Jeffrey Myers comes up now in his tribute Copo over there on the left side. Factory Superstock E, left side. And for Mr. Hodge, he's going to head back to the trailer and put the little red Cobalt in the trailer. Jeffrey Myers, your winner, 9:41 on the 9:38. He was better up front, 0:23 to 0:35. Myers 3 over, Hodge 2 over, 17 thousandths of a second. Margin of victory going to Jeff Myers. Jay Smith, that is the Calais out of Taylorsville, Kentucky, GTF automatic, 350 Chevrolet powered Oldsmobile, and Randy Running. The Achieva, the Oldsmobile on the right, factory GTE, also 350 equipped Chevrolet. 9:33 and 9:7. Which white Oldsmobile is it going to be? It is Randy Running. How about a 9:36 on the 9:33 dial in? Takes the win, Jay Smith. 9:83 and out of here on the 78. 5 over for Smith. 3 over for Running. Plus a better light by 0.03 of a second. Better run all the way around. Mark Sanders and Robert Marshall coming up. Bob Marshall, the Dodge Material, Mopar, the Coronet, 426 cubic inch powered machine, Superstock A automatic, out of Columbus, Ohio. And Mark Sanders, the Cobalt for PK Race Cars, 9:40 and 9:40. Not really a heads-up run. They both have just dialed the same number. Opportunity at the top end, and it's Marshall for the win. 9:44 at 135. He was better leaving the starting line by 15 thousandths of a second, and closer to the dial-in by 0.05 of a second at the top end. 9:44 at 135 for the win. Sanders, 9:49 and out of here at about 26. Johnny Riggs and Shane Zaskowski coming up. Shane out of Ada, Michigan, factory GTK, crate motored machine. No, that's not right. But it is a factory GTK, 281 cubic inch Ford power plant for the 85 Mustang. And Johnny Riggs, Branchfordsville, Kentucky, contractor over there on the left side. Going to try to run a 9:22 in his Pontiac. He'll give up a full 1 second head start. At the top end, Zaskowski breaks it out. Goes 5 thou under, 10:22.5 on the 10:23. The breakout for Zaskowski gives the win to Johnny Riggs. Riggs was a little bit tardy off the starting line and won over, but Zaskowski got a little too hungry down at the stripe. Aaron Allison, the B modified super stocker, 1990 Cavalier, the right side. On the charge, and it is Allison. How about an 890 at 146 for the win? He was better leaving the starting line as well. Weber, 1043 on the 1037. Weber is 6 over. Allison is 2 over. Allison for the win. Nick Morris, former runner-up in the national points chase for the runner out of Louisville, Kentucky. Factory GTH, alongside Dan Jacobs. Perennial #1 qualifier, went 91 under in qualifying. Jacobs out of Elizabeth, Indiana. In the January. Better light goes to the Ford, wind light goes to the Ford. 949 wins on the double breakout. 1 under for Morris, 4 under for Jacobs, 941 on the 945. Jacobs breaks it out by a little bit more. Morris also better at the starting line, 2 for 2, and Morris goes on to round 3. Robert Lowry, Marion Stevenson, your next pair. Corn Dog over here on the right-hand side. Corn Dog King out of Williamsport, Indiana. His Cobalt will line up, GTG automatic setup, 946, the dial in. He'll give up, or he'll get a 10th of a second hand start. Separate him at the starting line. And for Marion Stevenson, how about a dead-on-one run right there to take the win? 946-1 at 140 miles an hour. That is dead one. 23 on the tree to the 33 for Lowry. Lowry wasn't going to have a chance with that one. 935.9 on the 936. Wouldn't have mattered if he went 936.0. He was already locked out. Attention to the pit area. We need Oakley, top dragster, to the lanes, please. Oakley, top dragster, round number 2 to the lanes. Super stock, just about complete. Looks like super gas waits in the wings over there. Ronnie Trotman and Trey Knapweiler. Chevy 2 turns on the win line down there. Dabweiler 973 at 135 for the win. Trotman 925 on the 920. Margin of victory 7 thousandths of a second. Good race right there. Alan Wilson the third comes up now. The flamed Firebird left side. And A.H. Atkins over here on the right. Superstock B. 4-speed AMC 390. At the strike, it is AW3 for the win. Alan Wilson the third. 981.9 breaks out by 1/1000th of a second. AH breaks out by 7/1000ths of a second. So margin of victory 62/10,000ths of a second, or less than half a foot. Brenda Grubbs, we saw her in stock eliminator earlier in a race car that looked suspiciously familiar, almost identical to this one. Super stock B automatic 69 Camaro for National Parts Depot. And Troy Galbraith, Warsaw, Indiana, super stock C. On this end, a 23 and a 24, and it is Galbraith for the win. 909 at 141. 1 over for the win. Brenda Grubbs 3 over 925 to take the L. Jeff Donut, Tim Tichenal coming up now. Donut, super stock H automatic Firebird. Tim Tichnell should be on this side of the track, but no Tichnell. Not going to be able to make the call. Jeff Donut will get the competition single due to the breakage and gets a free look at that 970 up on the scoreboard. Stripe. He does not. 987 at 116. He saw all he needed to see. Tough break for Tichnell, not able to make the call in his D-modified Super Stocker.
Here he comes.
And here is your number one qualifier. Earl Rowe, Newark, Ohio. The 88 Camaro did not get the buy run in the first round because of the car count, but now gets to take advantage of his number one qualifying position, 1027 on the window there of the blue Camaro. Surface here, and goes. How about a 1045 at 112 miles an hour? And the buy run sneaks up here ahead of what should be a pair of cars. It is Larry Eagle and Ray Paquette.
What?
GTE. Stick car over there on the left. 91 Calais, 350, rear wheel drive conversion. The Oldsmobile on the left, and Ray Paquette. Ray out of Holt, Michigan. 64 Fairlane Thunderbolt. Teardrop hood machine. Behind. 9 flat for the win for Ray. He had given up a 10th on the starting line. Breaks out by a little bit less. Larry Eagle took the stripe by more than a 10th of a second. Breaks out 9:31.7 at 136. He breaks out by 3. Paquette breaks out by 2. Hayden McBean and Pete Dagnolo should be coming up next, but I do not see Hayden McBean. So Pete Dagnolo gets the solo. A little bit of cleanup there behind Ray Paquette. Pete Dagnolo, I believe he's just going to roll up, take the green. That's kind of what it's looking at right now. All he has to do is stage it under his own power. Now he's going to idle on down.